Hey guys, this is Sarah, and today I'm doing my TBR for the Rainbow Readathon. So if you don't know anything about this readathon, it's a brand new readathon recently started by the girls at Carpe Librum. There are 6 of them. I'm going to put their channels down below because I don't know all their names, but I know Kenya at My Little Bookshelf and Lainey at Ginger Reads Lainey. Both are part of the Carpe Librum, which is how I found out about this readathon. It's a readathon where basically you pick books to read depending on the colors of the rainbow. So you can pick 6 books and read a red book, orange book, yellow book, green book, blue book, and purple book. That's pretty much the basis. You can also pick one specific color and pick 6 books in one specific color and read that. This readathon is from June 15th to June 22nd, so starting tomorrow. And I am very, very excited because I'm pretty much using this as an excuse to start series that I haven't been able to start yet because of my themes, so I am pumped. Now, as most of you know, I only read Kindle books because it is very hard for me to buy physical copies in my country. And technically, I shouldn't be participating. There's a rule that the color of the book is the color of the spine, but in Kindle you cannot see the spine. So I'm picking the colors of the cover. The way that I pick the colors on the cover is the most prominent color displayed on the cover. The color that stands out. And there is a stipulation that you can double up books, like if a spine has blue and orange, that can be as your blue and orange book. I didn't do that. I picked the most prominent color and picked 7 books, and I'll explain the 7th book when I get there. But without further ado, let's talk about my TBR. My red book is Forbidden by Kimberly Griffiths Little. This is a standalone, I believe, historical fiction novel about the Middle East. I think maybe it has to do with genies. I heard Ginger Reads Lainey at Ginger Reads Lainey talk about this, and it's really interesting. I bought it because of her, and it's her readathon, so why not? For my orange book, I picked Amy and Roger's Epic Detour by Morgan Matson. I have been wanting to read Morgan Matson for a really long time. I had this book on my TBR in February for my contemporary romance, and I didn't get to it, and I've been dying, and this kind of also goes with the month of Matson that Maureen Keevy is having, so I'm kind of participating in 2 things at once. And I'm actually really, really excited to get into this one because this is her first novel, and B from Heart Full of Books says that you should start with this one and then read the others, and so I'm excited. And for my yellow book, I picked Secret by Lindsay Smith. This is also a historical fiction novel about girls during World War II. That's pretty much all I know. And I like being unaware walking into historical fiction just because I don't want to feel like I'll be looking for the correct facts, if that makes sense. Like, if I know too much about the time period, then I'll look for all the stuff I learned in history class to make sure it's like historically accurate, and then I get distracted from the plot of the story. So I try to go in as blank as possible. All I know is that it's good. I know a lot of people have read this and they really enjoyed it, so I'm excited. For my green book, I picked Magic Study by Maria V. Snyder, the 2nd book in the Poison Study series trilogy, and the 2nd book in the Chronicles of Ixia. Again, I'm just using it as an excuse to continue or start series that I've been dying to continue. I could not wait until January, again, to my high fantasy month, to continue reading the series, so I'm doing the 2nd book now, and I am so excited. I'm so excited, you guys have no idea. I'm so pumped. And for my blue book, I'm just as excited for this one, is Falling Kingdoms by Morgan Rhodes. Again, Lainey inspired me. This is her favorite series, and again, I didn't want to wait until January to start it, especially since the 4th book is coming out in December. I'll have less of this series to read in December, so I'll have more room in my January month, I guess. And so I'm actually pretty excited. I'm a little nervous. I'm scared I won't like it, but we'll see. We'll see. For my purple book, this was kind of tough because I wanted to have another standalone so as not to start as many series and not have as many series unfinished, but I didn't have that many purple books that were standalones until Fig by Sarah Elizabeth Shantz. This came out this year. I saw it on a blog about book covers, and the book cover is super pretty and kind of strange, and it's really interesting. I have no idea what it's about, which usually happens to me, but I'm dying to find out. I'm liking this going into a book blind and seeing what happens. Hopefully it'll be a good one. Last time I participated in a week-long readathon, I read 7 books, and so I want to keep that up, read a book a day. So obviously that was only 6. And although this color isn't technically a part of an actual rainbow, it is the color that comes next in the color wheel. So for a pink book, I chose Rebel Belle by Rachel Hawkins. Rachel Hawkins is one of my most curious authors, I guess I could say. Like, I've always been super curious of her writing. I read Hex Hall, but I haven't finished that trilogy yet. I read it a long time ago. It was my best friend's book, and she let me borrow it, and I really enjoyed it. And I've heard so many things about Rebel Belle that I decided, you know what, throw it in there just in case you finish all the other ones, which, again, not sure, but that's the goal. Throw it in there, read it, see how you feel about it, and yeah. So that's it for this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. Let me know if you're participating in this readathon and what books you have decided to read. I am super excited. I will be tweeting a lot about my progress, so follow me on Twitter if you want to see how I'm reading and how I'm feeling about the books. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye!